This video is brought to you by IXL, used by millions of students worldwide to get ahead in math, English, and more.
Hey there! I'm writing a story. I just reread my opening paragraph here and I made a mistake with one of my sentences. Can you spot which sentence is confusing? Let's read it together. Eleanor gazed out from her balcony, glowed in the night sky. She took a deep breath of the cool night air. This sentence here doesn't make much sense, does it? The problem is that when we read it, we aren't sure what is glowing. That's because this isn't a complete sentence. It's a sentence fragment. Let's dive into what that means. A complete sentence needs two important elements: a subject, who or what the sentence is about, and a verb, which tells what the subject does. For example, look here at the first sentence of my story. Eleanor is the subject, and gazed is the verb. The rest of the sentence is what we call the predicate, which includes the verb and all the words that tell more about it. This is a complete sentence because it has both a subject and a verb. Now, if a sentence is missing a subject or missing a verb, we call it a sentence fragment. For example, this sentence from my story has a verb, glowed, but the subject is missing. We don't know who or what glowed. To make this a complete sentence, I just need to add a subject. For example, I could add, the stars glowed in the night sky. That's better. Now we have a subject and a verb. So this is a complete sentence. It expresses a complete thought. Great! With this corrected sentence, my story will make more sense. Next, let's check out what a sentence fragment that's missing a verb might look like. The lights of the village in the distance. Here we have a subject. We know who or what the sentence is about. It's about the lights of the village in the distance. But what are the lights doing? We don't know because the verb is missing. We can add a verb along with a predicate to make this a complete sentence, like this. The lights of the village in the distance sparkled like jewels. Now we have a verb, sparkled, and a subject. So this is a complete sentence that expresses a complete thought. And you know what? This would make a great next sentence for my story. Awesome! Okay, next we'll take a look at some sentences and decide if each one is a sentence fragment or a complete sentence. For any fragments, we'll fix them by adding a subject or a verb. Here's our first example. The bright yellow daffodils in the garden look beautiful in the spring sunshine. Is this a complete sentence or a sentence fragment? Okay, let's see. Remember that a complete sentence needs a subject and a verb. Do we have both of those here? Well, the sentence is about the bright yellow daffodils in the garden. So that's our subject. And do we have a verb? Look is a verb. Here, look isn't an action verb. It's what we call a linking verb. It links or connects the subject to a detail or description. So this has a subject and a verb, and it expresses a complete thought. That means this is a complete sentence. Let's try another example. Ready? Here we go. Walked across the high wire. Is this one a complete sentence or a sentence fragment? Well, do we have both a subject and a verb? It looks like we have a verb, walked, but we don't know who or what walked. The subject is missing. That makes this a sentence fragment. Let's fix this. We need to add a subject. We could write, the talented acrobat walked across the high wire. Now there's a subject and a verb, so we have a complete sentence. Let's look at one more. 100 baby sea turtles. All right, is this a complete sentence or a fragment? Let's look for a subject and a verb. I think we have a subject. Our sentence is about those 100 baby sea turtles. But the verb is missing, so this is a sentence fragment. To fix this, we can add a verb along with a predicate. How about this? 100 baby sea turtles scurried across the sand toward the ocean. That looks good. We now have a subject plus a verb, which makes this a complete sentence. Great job helping me with those sentences. Remember, to be complete, a sentence needs both a subject and a verb. If a sentence is missing one of these important parts, it's a fragment. Now go out there and see if you can write some fantastic complete sentences of your own. As for me, I'm going to keep working on my story. Let's see. What's next?
Head over to IXL.com for more practice on this skill and thousands more videos in math and language arts.